Are you getting ready to take the Praxis Core Mathematics exam? That's test code 5733, which measures academic skills in mathematics, including algebra. Hi, my name is Morgan, and I'm a Praxis coach with Study.com, and I've also been teaching math for over 8 years. Today I'm here to help you out with some examples like you'll be seeing on the exam. Now I want to mention you'll have access to an on-screen 4-function calculator, which I highly recommend that you use. Let's get you feeling confident for test day. Ready? So this question says, Kelly, Suzanne, and Lucy each have 7 roses. How many total roses do Kelly, Suzanne, and Lucy have together? It's important to note that they all have the same amount of roses. So if we count it up, there are 3 people, each with 7 roses. So if we multiply 3 people times 7 roses each, that should be 21 total roses. So our correct answer is 21. This next question says, solve the following quadratic equation by factoring. So it's important when we're solving by factoring to make sure that it's set equal to 0, which is already done. And then we have 2 things to consider. This constant number, we need to think about 2 numbers that multiply to give me negative 18 in this case. And those same 2 numbers also have to add or subtract, if we're dealing with negatives, because adding negatives is like subtracting, to this 7. So I think it's important to focus on the multiplying first. So I want to think of numbers that multiply to negative 18. So I could do 1 times negative 18, or the negative 1 times positive 18. But if I look at what those add to, those are going to either add to 17 or negative 17, which is not 7. So if I think of other numbers that multiply to 18, I could do 2 times negative 9 or negative 2 times positive 9. Now, if I check those sums, 2 plus negative 9 would be negative 7, and negative 2 plus positive 9 would be positive 7. So since we do want a positive 7, the 2 numbers that I need to use are negative 2 and negative 9. So that would be the factors x minus 2 times x plus 9, and then it's still equal to 0. Now, the zero product property says if 2 things multiply and they equal 0, then one or the other or both had to be 0. So we can solve 2 mini equations and say, well, what if x minus 2 equaled 0? Well, that would mean when I add 2 to isolate the x, that x equals positive 2. Or I can look at this other scenario and say, okay, well, what if it was x plus 9 that equaled 0? And again, subtracting 9 from both sides of the equation to isolate that x is going to get x equals negative 9. So the 2 possible solutions are positive 2 and negative 9, which would be right there. This question says, simplify the expression 2LW plus 2LH plus 2HW if L equals 5, W equals 3, and H equals 8. So this is just a matter of plugging those different values in for the variables. So L is going to be 5 in each of those cases. W is 3. And H is going to be 8. So let's go ahead and plug that in. So we have 2 times 5 times 3 plus 2 times 5 times 8 plus 2 times 8 times 3. So we need to do each of these products first or separately, and then we can go ahead and find their sum. So 2 times 5 is 10, times 3 would be 30, plus 2 times 5 again is 10, times 8 would be 80, and then 2 times 8 is 16 times 3, or if it's easier on your brain, or use that calculator, 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 8 is 48. So then we can go ahead and add those three numbers together, use that calculator, but we are going to get 158, which is our answer right there. In this question, we're asked, in the linear equation y equals 2x minus 12, what is the y-intercept? So you may or may not remember that y equals mx plus b, or you may have also seen as y equals ax plus b. These are slope-intercept form, and the m or the a are the slope of the equation, and the b in both cases is the y-intercept. So if we're asked for the y-intercept, as we are right here, that means we are looking for this constant term, which is not attached to the x, which if we look up in our assigned equation, it's this 12, but you also have to make sure you grab that negative with it. Luckily, they weren't trying to be too tricky and they didn't even give us positive 12. So the correct answer is negative 12. I hope this was helpful and you're feeling more confident for test day. If it was, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more helpful videos. And if you're looking for even more ways to study, be sure to head over to study.com. As a member, you'll get access to short, targeted video lessons, extra study materials, and hundreds of practice questions like ones we just went over. We'd love to hear from you and ways that we can help you feel more prepared for your test. So leave a comment below with your suggestions, questions, and even come back and let us know how you did. Study well and good luck on your test.